Imbolo Mbue's Behold the Dreamers is more than a novel. It is a deeply human excavation of the American dream, carefully peeling back the glossy surface to reveal the fragile hopes and hard realities beneath. Set against the looming backdrop of the 2008 financial collapse, the story masterfully intertwines the lives of two families who are orbiting the same city but living in entirely different universes. It's a tale not just of immigration, but of the silent contracts between power and need, and the heartbreaking choices people make when their survival is on the line. Our entry point is Jende and Neni Jonga, a man from Cameroon whose optimism is as resilient as it is profound. His life transforms when he secures a coveted position as the personal driver for Clark Edwards, a senior executive at the legendary investment firm Lehman Brothers. For Jende, who is in the United States on an expired visa and seeking asylum, this job is nothing short of a miracle. It represents legitimacy, a foothold in a country that often feels like a fortress. The steady income means his brilliant and ambitious wife Neni can seriously pursue her degree in pharmacology. It means they can dream of a house, of security, of a future where their son's potential isn't limited by borders or paperwork. Their collective effort, Jende's long hours, Neni's meticulous studying, is a symphony of sacrifice conducted in a one-bedroom apartment, all for a chance at the dream. Yet, the family Jende serves inhabits a world of gilded stress. Clark Edwards is a man wired with the constant, low-grade panic of high finance. He carries the weight of immense deals and the unspoken fear of irrelevance. His wife, Cindy, is the elegant curator of their lives, perfect homes, perfect parties, but she is drowning in isolation and a quiet addiction to prescription pills. Jende's role makes him an unseen spectator. In the sealed privacy of the luxury car, he hears the fraught phone calls, the marital tensions, the first whispers of an economic system beginning to groan under its own weight. He learns that the palace, from the inside, is full of cracks. The novel brilliantly explores the spaces between these worlds. The Jongas' life is rooted in a vibrant immigrant community, networked, supportive, buzzing with shared stories of home and strategies for navigating America. The Edwards' life is one of isolation amidst wealth, where connections are transactional and loneliness is a luxury one can afford. Mbue shows us that the dream isn't a single entity. It's a fractured prism, reflecting a different image for everyone who looks at it. The connection between these families shifts from professional to dangerously personal when Neni takes a summer job assisting the Edwardses in the Hamptons. Here, in this paradise of the wealthy, Neni discovers Cindy's devastating secret firsthand. In a moment charged with complex emotion, a mix of pity, shock, and strategic recognition, Neni captures the scene on her cell phone. This isn't merely a photograph, it becomes a volatile currency. It creates a twisted intimacy between the two women, a relationship now balanced on a knife's edge of mutual dependency and hidden threat. Then, the cascade begins. The fall of 2008 arrives like a slow-motion earthquake. Lehman Brothers collapses, and the financial world Clark helped build implodes. His assured persona crumbles into paranoia, secrecy, and rage. Cindy, feeling her control and her marriage slip away, makes a devastating request of Jende. She asks him to spy on Clark, to report his movements and contacts. This demand is Jende's moral breaking point. His job, his family's lifeline, now requires him to become complicit in the dissolution of the very people who sign his paycheck. The quiet dignity of his work is poisoned. The axe falls, Jende is terminated, the dream job evaporates, and with it, the family's fragile stability. He is forced back to the invisible, physically exhausting work he thought he had escaped, a demoralizing return to square one. But where Jende retreats into a depression of defeat, Neni's resolve crystallizes into something harder and fiercer. A mother's love transforms into a tactical, survivalist grit. In the novel's most ethically complex turn, Neni decides to use her leverage. She isn't asking for her husband's job back. She demands a cash payoff, a severance for the American dream itself. The confrontation is brutal in its quietness. It works. She secures a financial cushion, but the victory is ash in their mouths. The act annihilates any remaining pretense of relationship with the Edwardses, and, more critically, it drives a deep and painful wedge between Neni and Jende. He sees it as a fundamental corruption of their values, a betrayal of the honest striving that defined them. The final blows land mercilessly. Jende's asylum case is officially denied, a bureaucratic end to his legal struggle. Simultaneously, Neni learns she has been denied the critical scholarship needed for her pharmacy licensing. The doors they were pushing against slam shut, one after the other. The America they fought for has rendered its verdict. There is no path forward for them here. Jende, heartbroken and exhausted, makes the decisive call. They will return to Cameroon. The ending is poignant in its lack of fanfare. There is no dramatic tragedy, only the profound melancholy of resignation. The Jonga family does not fail, they are systematically ushered out. They board a plane, leaving behind the skyline that once promised everything. They carry with them the scars of their struggle, the compromises, the lost trust, the disillusionment, but also the unbreakable bond of a family that endured. They possess a clearer, harder-eyed understanding of the world. Behold the Dreamers ultimately asks us to re-examine the very architecture of the dream. Mbue, with immense empathy, argues that success and failure in America are rarely simple matters of effort or character. They are dictated by systems, immigration law, financial markets, entrenched class structures that are far larger than any individual. The novel is a tribute not to those who achieve the dream, but to those who dare to dream in the face of overwhelming odds, and who, when the dream dissolves, find the courage to walk away and rebuild from the pieces that remain. It is a vital story for our time, a reminder that behind every policy and headline, there are human hearts beating with hope, fear, and relentless resilience. Thank you for joining me for this journey through Behold the Dreamers. Until next time, keep listening for the stories that connect us all.